my dear students, so this is a quick recap video of all the amendments which are applicable for the CA Intermediate GST paper, which is going to happen on the 7th of May. So if you are a student who is writing your taxation paper on the 7th of May and Baba, you want to quickly recapitulate your amendments which are there, we will go ahead and do it in this video. Now in this video, I'll try my best to go ahead and cover all the amendments in the next 15 minutes. All the amendments done means, Baba, in your exam, you will be able to see from the amendments, you have 10 to 15 marks which are coming. So this video is very, very important. Let's go ahead and get it started. Before we go ahead and get it started, I hope you guys have this amendment booklet with you. If you don't have this amendment booklet with you, you can go to CA Inter GST Ramesh Soni, CA Inter GST Ramesh Soni, the Telegram group. In the Telegram group, I put this statutory amendment booklet which is there. In this booklet, the first 2 pages are your amendments which are there. Okay, sir. Let's go ahead and quickly cover the amendments. Now, the first amendment which is there is in your charge of GST ka chapter. In your charge of GST, section number 9.3. Yes, sir. Section number 9.3 we remember. Now, here one new entry has come, which has gone ahead and told RCM is applicable on renting of any immovable property other than residential property by unregistered person to a registered person. So if I go ahead and tell you one unregistered person is there, I am a registered person, unregistered person has rented a commercial building to me and I am the registered person, then I have to pay GST under RCM. They are telling unregistered person renting any immovable property to a registered person other than residential property. Might be a commercial building, might be a hoarding, was given on rent by an unregistered person to a registered person. This registered person has to pay GST under RCM. Done, sir. Second case over here, composition chapter. Baba, the GSTR 4 ka due date which was there. The GSTR 4 ka due date is now 30th of June. Remember, GSTR 4 ka due date is 30th of June. Yes, Baba, the GSTR 4 ka due date, once the year gets over, by next year, 30th of June, you have to go ahead and file. Then, in compulsory registration, they have gone ahead and told, see, if one supplier goes ahead and supplies me, and if I have to go ahead, one supplier is there, I am the recipient. Supplier is there, I am the recipient. If supplier goes ahead and supplies me, and I have to pay GST under RCM, I have to take compulsory registration. All these suppliers are exempted from registration because the supplier ka case mein always recipient pays the GST under RCM. But this is not applicable for metal scrap. If there is a supplier who is supplying metal scrap, and I am another person who is the recipient of the metal scrap. So supplier of metal scrap supplying metal scrap to the another person, basically the recipient. One supplier, I am the recipient. Supplier supplying metal scrap. Then in that scenario, remember one thing, recipient on metal scrap will pay the GST under RCM. But the day the supplier ka turnover crosses the registration limit, that is 40 lakh, 20 lakh, 10 lakh, as the case may be, when the supplier ka turnover crosses the registration limit, supplier has to take registration and then he will start charging GST under forward charge and reverse charge will not apply. That is this point of compulsory registration where this point has come. That, sir, when supplier is supplier is supplying metal scrap to the recipient, recipient always pays GST under RCM. But the day supplier ka turnover will cross the registration limit, supplier will collect the GST under forward charge mechanism, and in that scenario, recipient will not pay. Done, sir. This point is clear. Rule number 8, they have gone ahead and now told that the biometric based Aadhaar authentication, basically when they will call you saying, sir, you have gone ahead and filed your application, now come to our biometric center. Now that was earlier applicable only to 3 states, Puducherry, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Now biometric based Aadhaar authentication can be done if you are from any state. Done, sir. This is the amendment. The next one, section number 29(2) may. The reason for cancellation of your registration, the proper officer can go ahead and cancel your registration. In that, one point has been added. Sir, what is the point has been added? See, your registration was cancelled. You applied for revocation. Your registration was cancelled. You applied for revocation. They gave you a revocation order. Baba, once the revocation order of your registration cancellation order has come. So registration was cancelled. You applied for revocation. Revocation order came. Once the revocation order comes, all the pending returns which are there, all the pending returns has to be filed within the next 30 days. If you don't file your pending returns within 30 days, registration will be cancelled again. That's all. Is one more new point which has been added when your registration can be cancelled, and it is very important. Please read and go. Section number 29(2). When can your registration be cancelled? Done, sir. Now, the next one over here, chapter number 6, exemption. Exemption chapter mein one point has come. Statutory collection made by RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Authority, is a governmental authority. When they are collecting statutory dues, etc. from people, there is no GST. GST is exempted. Statutory collection made by RERA is exempt under GST. Then entry number 9E, Ministry of Railway, Indian Railways, if it is collecting money by selling platform ticket, ठीक है, platform ticket, retiring room, waiting room, clock room, battery operated car services when they are provided. See, Indian Railways ka all service under forward charge. But if Indian Railway is going ahead and selling clock room services, retiring room ka services, battery operated car ka service, remember it is under exemption. All other services of Indian Railway forward charge, but this service is exempt. And Indian Railways ka one zonal office providing to another zone, eastern zone providing services to western zone. Remember, any zone of the Indian Railway providing to another zone services are exempted. Done, sir. This point is clear. 9E and 9F I've gone ahead and told you. Now GTA ka case mein, always remember one thing, GTA, if it is providing you transportation of road ka services, along with that ancillary service like packing, unloading, loading service, then it's a composite supply, and the principal supply, that is GTA ka services ka rate will apply. Done. But you went to the GTA and told, sir, I want only loading, unloading ka service. Then Baba, whatever is the rate on loading, unloading, that will apply. But if it is provided along with transportation, then transportation ka rate will apply because it will become composite supply. But if GTA services are not provided, transportation service is not provided, and only loading, unloading, packing ka service is provided, then whatever is the individual rate on that packing, loading, unloading, that will apply. Remember this point. Done, sir. This point is clear. The next one over here, affiliation services. Remember one thing, everyone. University providing affiliation service to college. University providing to college, taxable. If central board, state board is providing affiliation services to school, taxable. But if it is a government school, exempted. Affiliation services given by school, given by central board, state board to government school is exempted. This point you have to remember. Done, sir. This point is clear. And the same thing I've gone ahead and told over here. The next is skill mein one exemption came. Nothing, Baba. NSDC ka services. NSDC. Services given by whom? NSDC. National Skill Development Corporation. National Council for Vocational Education and Training, NCVT, and under the NCVT there is awarding bodies who give participation certificate, assessment bodies who take exam, or training bodies under them. Remember one thing, NCVT ka awarding body, assessment body, training bodies which are under whom? NCVT, or NSDC ka services. Remember, National Skill Development Council, their services are always exempted. Done, sir. This point is clear. Baba Deen Dayal Upadhyay mein there is no change. Remember one thing. National Council for Vocational Training it was earlier, now it is called National Council for Vocational Education and Training. That's all. ठीक है. दीन दयाल उपाध्याय ग्रामीण कुशल योजना के अंडर if I am a training provider, my services are exempt. Now also it is exempted. Only the word NCVT was there. Now it is called National Council for Vocational Education and Training, NCVET. That's all. Next. The next one over here, renting of residential house. Baba, renting of residential house, we know if renting of residential house is given to a registered person pays GST under RCM. If it is given to a registered person who is using for his personal purpose on own account, it is exempted. If it is given to unregistered person, it is exempted. Yes, sir. Now here they went ahead and told this entry is not applicable to all these PGs, guest house, etc. And for PGs, guest house, etc., they have gone ahead and entered one new entry, entry number 12A, where they have gone ahead and told if there is a PG, guest house, etc., and they are going ahead and giving student co-accommodation, and if the accommodation is for minimum 90 days and the amount charged is 20,000, then it will be exempted. See everyone, hostel, camps, providing accommodation up to 20,000, up to 20,000, up to 20,000, not more than 20, up to 20,000 rupees, and accommodation should be minimum for how many days, everyone? 90 days. Very, very important from exam point of view. They can go ahead and tell you only then the exemption will come. Remember, up to 20,000 plus minimum is 90 days, then it will be exempt. More than that, no exemption. Next. The next one over here, supplying of services. Baba, remember one thing. Electricity, transmission and distribution is exempted. Now, supposingly I am in electricity, transmission and distribution utility, and I go ahead and provide meter shifting charges. I charge to you. I give electricity also, duplicate bill issuance charges, meter shifting charges. People remember, it's an ancillary service and it will also be exempted. It will also be exempted. Earlier it was taxable. Now government have gone ahead and told services of providing meter equipment, testing services, meter shifting charges, issuing of duplicate bill, or any ancillary service which is ancillary to giving electricity is also exempt. Transmission and distribution of electricity is exempt. Electricity ka related any services which are there, shifting charges, etc., also exempted. The next one over here. If a governmental entity or a research association, university, college, or any other person is going ahead and doing some R&D for the government, where government is giving grant, that shall also be exempted. Remember, if you are a governmental entity or a research association, university, college, or any other institution, and you are providing R&D services for which government is giving you grants, Baba, remember one thing, if you are giving R&D service and you are receiving grants, that service will be exempt. Done, sir. Baba, reinsurance includes retrocession, total bakwas. Input tax credit chapter may they have gone ahead and inserted one section number 16.6. Sir, what is section number 16.6 which they have gone and inserted in input tax credit chapter? Let me go ahead and quickly tell it to you. Always remember one thing. They have gone ahead and told. So, for an example, this is the year 2024-25. Everyone listen carefully. 2024-25. Section number 16.6 has been inserted. What does section number 16.6 say? It says, supposingly, in the year 2024-25, I have gone ahead and received one invoice. This invoice ka credit, for an example, this is the April month ka invoice. I can go ahead and take the credit on 20th May, but I did not take the credit. What is the maximum time limit to take the credit? The maximum time limit to take the credit is 30th November of the next year or annual return ka actual date of filing, not due date, actual date, whichever is earlier. But you know what happened? For an example, here on 20th of October, my registration was cancelled by the proper officer. If my registration got cancelled, oh no, my registration got cancelled, but sir, I wanted to take the credit on 30th November, but I could not take it. No problem, Baba. They are telling, now do one thing. Go online, within 90 days, you have to apply for revocation. Yes, sir. If I apply for revocation, and here, revocation order was given that, sir, your registration is not cancelled. We are revoking the cancellation order. And they gave me a revocation order. If they go ahead and give you a revocation order, everyone listen to me very carefully. Once they give you the revocation order, no, see, you were eligible to take the ITC with respect to this invoice, but you could not take it because your registration was cancelled over here. And 30th November or annual return ka due date is gone. And you could not take the credit. Now they are telling apply for revocation. Once the revocation order comes, no, within the next 30 days, you can go ahead and whichever return you are going ahead and filing, Baba, all the returns which were due, you will file within the next 30 days. No, then this invoice ka credit which you did not take, you can go ahead and take the input tax credit in the GSTR 3B, which you are going ahead and filing within the next 30 days. That is told by section number 16.6. It says, see, section number 16.6, I'll go ahead and quickly show you over here. What is section number 16.6 telling in respect of input tax credit? We had gone ahead and learned in our ITC ka chapter. Section number 16.6 went ahead and told over here, ki sir, where registered person ka registration has been cancelled and subsequently the registration is revoked, okay, sir, then the said person shall be entitled to take the ITC within 30th November annual return ka actual date, whichever is earlier, or it can go ahead and take in a return, basically GSTR 3B, which you are filing from the date of cancellation or the effective date, as the case may be, till the date of revocation, where such return is filed within 30 days from the date of order of revocation, whichever is later. So what they are going ahead and telling, this your registration got cancelled over here, then revocation order came. Once the revocation order comes, Baba, once you apply for revocation order will come within the next 30 days, whichever GSTR 3B you are filing, basically from your cancellation order till your revocation order, whichever returns are pending, you will file within the next 30 days. In that, you can go ahead and take the credit. That's all they have gone ahead and told. Done, sir. This point is clear. Let's go ahead and read the next point over here. The next point goes ahead and says, sir, clarification on demo vehicle. What is demo vehicle, Baba? Supposingly, I am a supplier of motor vehicle and I went ahead and told the company that I want a demo vehicle. Company gave me a demo vehicle. Remember one thing, one second, everyone. What they are trying to tell over here, ki sir, clarification on availability of ITC on demo vehicle. Baba, remember one thing, demo vehicles. Supposingly, I am a supplier of motor vehicle and I buy demo vehicles. Demo vehicles pe I can go ahead and take the credit. Demo vehicle pe credit is always allowed. The next is payment of tax. Interest ka case mein they have gone ahead and told, supposingly, everyone over here, they have gone ahead and told, when you are going ahead and filing the return for a period, for example, this is the month of, so basically what they have told over here, they have gone ahead and told, rule number 88B mein, they have gone ahead and made one small change. Any balance available in the e-cash ledger shall not be taken into account for interest calculation. Sir, what do you mean by this? For an example, for the month of April, you are going ahead and filing the return on 20th May. 20th May, your output tax liability was 10 lakh. Your input tax credit was 5 lakh. So remaining 5 lakh you have to pay in your e-cash ledger. Only 2 lakh rupees were there. Remaining 3 lakh you have to pay in cash. But you could not file your return because you did not have these 3 lakh rupees. Now what you did, on 30th of May, you went ahead and filed your return. When you file your return, you told 10 lakh rupees is the liability, 5 lakh rupees the input, 5 lakh I have to pay in cash, 2 lakh I already had. So remaining 3 lakh which you are paying now and filing your return, interest will come only on the remaining 3 lakh rupees. They are telling this 2 lakh which you already had in your e-cash ledger, that will not be taken for interest calculation, and you have to take interest only on this 3 lakh rupees. From here till here, interest will come only on this 3 lakh rupees. That's all has been told. The next, TDS ka chapter mein, now they have gone ahead and told sale of metal scrap by one registered person to another registered person. I am one registered person, you are another registered person. I am selling you metal scrap. You will go ahead and deduct TDS at the rate of 2%. That's all has been told. Recipient liable to deduct TDS at the rate of 2%. And in case one metal scrap wala is supplying to another metal scrap, see Baba, one TDS deductor supplying to another TDS deductor, no TDS. But metal scrap wala supplying to another metal scrap wala, TDS is there at the rate of 2%. E-commerce ka case mein, Baba, earlier the rate of TCS was 0.5 and 0.5. Now, remember, the rate of TCS to be deducted by e-commerce operator is 0.25% CGST, 0.25% SGST, or 0.5% IGST. The rate of TCS has been told over here. Return ka case mein, one GSTR 1A has been introduced. Sir, what is GSTR 1A? Once you have gone ahead and filed your GSTR 1, now, before filing your GSTR 3B, if you go ahead and realize that any invoice you missed it or any amount you did not go ahead and show, then remember one thing. If you have not gone ahead and GSTR 1 you filed, for example, April month ka GSTR 1 filed on 11th May. 11th May I filed it. Then later I realized, oh no, I did not show one invoice. Then before 20th May, I can go ahead and file one GSTR 1A. When I go ahead and show the amount in GSTR 1A, then my GSTR 1 ka sale plus my GSTR 1A ka amount, total amount of liability will come in my GSTR 3B of the same month. But remember one thing, whatever I show in my GSTR 1A, the recipient will not be able to take the credit in the same month. 1A of 1 month, the recipient will be able to take the credit only in the next month. That's all they have gone ahead and told. GSTR 1A has been introduced to amend the details in GSTR 1. GSTR 1A can be filed after GSTR 1 before GSTR 3B. So once I've gone ahead and filed GSTR 1 for a month, GSTR 1 ke baad before GSTR 3B, I can file in between GSTR 1A if I've missed showing any detail in GSTR 1. So GSTR 1 ka sale, GSTR 1A ka sale, total amount of liability will come in my GSTR 3B. But recipient will get the credit only in the next month. The next small point over here, aggregate turnover, the exemption which was there for the financial year 2024. Also, people whose turnover is up to 2 crore rupees are exempted from filing annual return. Done, sir. That's all is the amendments which are applicable for your exam, Baba. All the best, guys. Amendments are very, very important.